I'm Reese Muntean. I'm a PhD student at Simon Fraser University. Today, on behalf of my co-authors and our collaborators, I will be presenting our work on communicating sustainable consumption and production in 360 video. Research at the intersection of technology and sustainability has been increasing across disciplines as scholars, researchers, designers, and artists grapple with pressing environmental issues and new technologies. Some work seeks to persuade users towards more environmental behaviors, raise awareness of problems, or to make technology more sustainable in itself. Virtual reality is one such technology that's being used to address social issues. Promoting empathy through VR is an increasingly explored and questioned research topic. While VR research is often focused on a viewer's feelings towards people embodied in the virtual experience, less work has explored how VR and immersive environments might impact a viewer's impression of the situation around them, and particularly complex environmental issues like sustainability that might be part of that situation. In this work, we introduce SCP in 360, Sustainable Consumption and Production in 360 Degrees, a series of 6 360 videos produced with the United Nations One Planet Network, aiming to make sustainable consumption and production more engaging, relatable, and understandable to a wider audience. In this presentation, I will introduce the videos and report on the visitors study that explored whether the videos might help viewers feel for or better understand sustainability. In contrast to research on empathy in VR, our study suggests that 360 video supports participants in feeling compassion towards the situations viewed and understanding the context and complexity of sustainability solutions. Given the time limit of the presentation, I'm just going to show you a 2D trailer of the video so you have a better understanding of what these videos are.
It is not possible to be sustainable in development if we don't understand that sustainability is the essence of life.
It is important to lead the sustainable lifestyles because the resources are not endless.
So economy is certainly moving right now in a good way, and most people are being benefited by the economical change. But the other good change is a change in the lifestyle and change in a way of thinking.
Like the main thing for me, like going into a consumer project, it's helping them realize that it's the small decisions that can actually make a change.
I believe that through Wow Zulu, we are preserving indigenous knowledge.
It's not just a public issue, it's not just a private issue, it's something you have to do together.
You can see the full 360 video series in the demos and read more about the background, the context, the production process, and the filming techniques in the paper. SCP and 360 debuted at the UN headquarters in New York City at the 2018 High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development. The exhibit drew a diverse mix of over 3,300 visitors ranging from ministry officials to employees and contractors in various UN agencies to public tour groups. During the course of the exhibit, researchers conducted a study to explore the following questions. Do viewers care more about sustainability after watching one of the 360 videos? Do viewers better understand some of the complexity of sustainability after watching one of the 360 videos? And if so, in what ways did 360 video enable this? Participants were recruited from people who had visited the exhibit, watched at least one of the videos to the end, and were 19 years of age. Participants were asked to fill out a short questionnaire with demographic information, as well as their familiarity with sustainability and overall impressions of the experience. The questionnaire was then followed by a 5 to 10 minute semi-structured interview with a researcher in the exhibit space. A total of 43 participants were interviewed over the course of the 9-day exhibit. Participants' familiarity with environmental sustainability ranged from having no knowledge to professional level expertise. Along with the novelty factor impacting reported attention level, the sense of being in the place and being with the people in the video impacted participants to either pay more attention or also report some level of distraction. Participants were asked for a piece of information that they learned while watching the video, and in most instances, they gave an accurate account of some aspect of the video. Yet, interestingly, some of them did not learn any specifics or facts, or feel like they learned any specifics or facts. For some, they described a feeling about the situation, or that they gained a greater understanding of the situation as a whole rather than any sort of specific knowledge. We wanted to support viewers in feeling as though they were with the people involved in these projects, in their spaces and in their communities. So rather than eliciting empathy by having the viewer take the perspective of a person, we wanted to elicit compassion through a sense of connection to the people in the video. And while participants noted that they didn't feel particularly strongly towards or connected to any individuals in the videos, they did comment on the impact made by being with the people in their environments going about their daily lives. 20 participants discussed their perceived connection to the environment and setting, and how this made them better understand certain aspects of the sustainability issue covered in the video. Participants mentioned specific instances and issues that they learned about through the 360 environment that might not have had the same impact if they were presented in traditional film or photographic formats. Participants working in areas related to sustainability, such as in governments and NGOs, commented on the value of 360 videos to better see what policies and implementation looked like in their particular environments. Through our interviews and data analysis, we noticed a number of factors that impacted participants' views, attitudes, and understanding of sustainability. Perhaps one of the strongest results of this study is the indication that even subtle feelings of presence and compassion can have an impact. Research into empathy in VR often looks at impressive experiences in which people take the perspective of a person in a more interactive environment or explores more emotionally charged situations. But as we saw in our study, affecting people might not require heavily interactive elements, perspective taking, or intense emotional content. We found that our approach to using immersive 360 video filmed in a documentary style lends itself well to communicating an overall feeling or broader context rather than specifics when it comes to sustainability. The immersive visuals fostered a sense of presence, which allowed for additional information and understanding about the locations and the environments that the participants saw in the video. Yet, even with the inclusion of the informational voiceover and text overlays, participants described a greater understanding of the context and situation rather than specific facts. We view this as an opportunity to explore rather than a limitation. We see potential benefits in immersive 360 videos in caring about and understanding the context of others, as well as having a better overall understanding of situations rather than learning specific facts. When it comes to issues like sustainability, facts do not necessarily lead to behavior change. Behavior change is not within the scope of our study, but we were able to achieve at least somewhat stronger connection and understanding that some researchers and theorists suggest can be the first step towards behavior change. So, That was quite a trimmed down version of this work. Please check out the full paper, and thanks so much.